I'm not sure how many of you are still here watching my channel that were here from many years ago when I was doing the Three Kings of New York series, and if you are still here, then I know for a fact you still remember the Orlando Magic team that had Hakeem Olajuwon and Shaquille O'Neal on it. Yeah, for some reason they didn't make the playoffs, which was pretty much just 2K being stupid with their simulation, but a big reason that the videos on this channel that they were one of the hardest teams I had to play was because of Hakeem Olajuwon. Just like in real life, Hakeem is one of the top centers in the game, and it works out beautifully because he doesn't just do it on offense, he does it on defense as well, and that makes him the perfect centerpiece for this Rockets team that you're going to see today. It's a shame that they don't have the 95 Rockets team in this game, the one with Clyde Drexler on it, because then I feel like people would use this team more often. Right now, when people see this Rockets team, they probably see Hakeem Olajuwon and a lot of faces that they don't think are significant, and that's a bad way to look at this team because you should be looking at them like the 09 Orlando Magic. Not sure how many people were playing in NBA 2K9 or just even watching basketball in general back then, but that team was Dwight Howard surrounded by a bunch of three-point shooters, and this Rockets team is the exact same thing. It's Hakeem Olajuwon and a lot of people who can shoot the three ball, and you need to exploit that. So the way I use this team is that everything kind of needs to start and end with Hakeem Olajuwon. You don't have to score every point with him, but you need to make it known that you're a threat with him, because I've played against guys who have big men that they just don't know how to use, so when they get in the paint with them, I'm not focusing too much and I can really single coverage them because I know they don't know what they're doing. Well, if your opponent knows that you know what you're doing with Hakeem Olajuwon, they're going to bring a lot of attention, and you're going to see that in this video because he started bringing 2 or 3 guys around. That's going to leave all your shooters wide open. Robert Horry can shoot, Kenny Smith can shoot, Vernon Maxwell can shoot, even Scott Brooks coming off the bench, he can shoot. And because of that, what you're going to see by the end of this video is that Hakeem wasn't even my leading scorer because he was almost used as a decoy in this game. I'm not sure if I edited them all into this gameplay, but by the end I also end up with 8 3-point shots total, and that's a big reason that I was able to keep pace with the 96 Bulls despite only having 1 superstar. So you're gonna see enough of the 3-point shots in this gameplay. What I want to talk about is what I didn't get to because I only played 1 game with the 94 Rockets, and because this guy was basically giving me the 3-point shot, I didn't really use Hakeem Olajuwon that much, and that's a shame because he really is capable of a lot on the offensive end. So one thing that makes him so dominant is not only can you control the post, but he can also hit the mid-range shot as well. Of course, you would rather have Hakeem down low working the center because there's not a lot of defensive centers that can keep pace with him, but just so you know, if your opponent is disrespecting your range and you have Hakeem in the middle, he can pull up for that jump shot and hit it. It's going to be pretty accurate. I did mention that a lot can run through Hakeem on this team, so if you don't have a post game but you want to use his team, hit up 2K University and get a post game because it'll do you well. And another underrated feature about this team that I didn't really even get to showcase again because he was giving me so many wide open threes, it's your starting power forward in Otis Thorpe. I feel like he gets ignored even in real life when people are talking about this Rocket squad, but especially in the game he's good because he's another power forward that can hit the mid-range shot, and he's also got a post game, but I prefer his mid-range because again, if I come back to using the squad, I'll use Hakeem Olajuwon more, and one thing I imagine myself doing more is putting Otis Thorpe in spots in the mid-range so I can give Hakeem Olajuwon more space. So if he's sitting at places where I know he can hit a mid-range shot and the defense is actually going to respect it, that's going to drag his power forward out and Hakeem is going to have the paint to himself. So it's just another strategy you can use to spread the floor, or you can just have Robert Horry at power forward because I believe he's the starting small forward for this team. So if you're doing some rotations and he's at power forward, now the paint is really open. Although this team doesn't really have a ball handling superstar or star player, don't sleep on Vernon Maxwell's ability to actually handle the ball around the court. I preferred him spotting up for threes in this gameplay because that's just the way it worked out. But if you are looking for somebody that can at least seem like a threat off the dribble, Vernon Maxwell is probably your best bet on the Rockets, seeing as how it's the 94 Rockets and not the 95 Rockets that should be in the game with Clyde Drexler. So I'm not really sure why they made that distinction and they haven't put them in yet, but hopefully they do because that would probably make this team a lot more attractive. People are really sleep on using Hakeem online. But just like I've been saying for a while now, in 2K, the post game is something that's been neglected for many years, and for some reason people don't like to learn how to use the big men. And I've played teams where people have, like, even if you go back to the 2K9 days when the Lakers had like Pau Gasol and Kobe Bryant, people only use that team for Kobe. So for whatever reason, people just don't take the time, but if they did, there's a lot of extra wins waiting for you. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. 94 Rockets are definitely better than they look, so I would give them a try if I were you. Hit the like button, comment, and sub if you enjoyed, and hit the bell next to my name if you want notifications on my videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys with the next team.